This is Anthony Schreiber, the original vehicle hunter, back with another episode of Driveway Confidential. I'm going to stay away from the driveway today. Today I want to talk to you about one of the things I frequently get asked advice about, which is buying a used car. People come to me as the car guy in their life and they say, hey, I need a good used car for myself, or oftentimes for a kid who is coming of age as a driver. So normally the folks I deal with are wanting to be conservative with the money they spend. They're, Dave Ramsey disciples, or simply frugal people, not trying to spend a ton of money on a car. When you have a ton of money to spend on a car, the calculus is a lot easier. You just do a lot of research online and you run down to the dealership and you buy yourself a car. Most of the information you need is available. What's a fair price to pay for this brand new Toyota Corolla? When you're shopping on the used market, things can get a little more cloudy. So first thing I normally recommend people do when shopping for a good used car, do not be shopping for a good used car in secret. Let all your friends, your family, your neighbors know that you need a good used car. And if they know of anybody who is getting ready to trade in a car, you'd be interested in taking a look at it before they trade it in. If they have a grandmother who just passed away and has the 20-year-old Toyota Camry that has 80,000 miles on it, you're very interested in that car. That's what you want to take a look at. So if you have a neighborhood Facebook group, post on your little Facebook group, hey, I have a driver who's coming of age. We're going to be looking for a good used car. If anybody is thinking about getting rid of a car or trading one in pretty soon, we'd be interested in having a look. Now, once you find a lead on a good used car, you want to make sure that you get the car checked out. If you are not a mechanic, if you are not mechanic minded, if you don't know how to properly vet a used car, don't do it. Let somebody who is a professional do it. Typically, you can get a used car vetted, inspected for about $100, maybe the cost of 1 hour of somebody's labor. And you want to take the car to a mechanic, have them put it up on their rack, check if there are any leaks, how are the brakes, how are the tires, does the air conditioning work, does the heat work? That's actually stuff you can even check yourself. Do all the windows, if they're electronic motors, do they open and close properly? Does the sunroof open and close properly? A lot of this stuff you can check yourself, but for the mechanical stuff, you're gonna want a mechanic to check it out. So spend $100, get the car looked at, and figure out if it needs anything. Now, if it needs just a few minor things, brakes, tires, it's okay to still buy the car, knowing you're gonna have to put that money into it. And so the $100 you spent to find out what was wrong with the car, you can use the information you got to help you negotiate a more fair price. So if the person was about to sell you a car for $5,000 and you're able to come back and tell them, hey, look, the mechanic pointed out these things. It's going to need brakes. It's going to need tires. The mechanic said it's going to be $800. You ask, hey, can you give me that car for $4,200 now? Take off the $800 that I'm going to have to spend to get it ready to go for its next, 25,000 miles. The way you propose that to people without trying to be offensive, because you don't want people to think, hey, I'm nervous you're trying to rip me off. I got to take your car inspected to keep you honest. Just say, hey, look, is it okay if I go get the car looked at by a mechanic just because I'm not confident in my own abilities to check out a used car? I don't know that there's anything wrong with it now, but I'd like to see if there's anything coming up on the horizon that might need attention. And that way, we know exactly what we're negotiating about, the car and its current condition. I personally do not know the exact condition of every car I drive because I don't go out and do a thorough inspection every day. I just get in it and go. And every once in a while, I'll take it to the mechanic for an oil change or a check engine light will come on. But you could very easily find something wrong with one of my cars just because I'm not inspecting it thoroughly every day. So there's a way to pose this desire for a pre-purchase inspection without being offensive, without making it seem like you think somebody's going to be trying to hide something from you. So look around amongst friends, family, neighbors, relatives, friends of friends, Facebook groups, people in the community. A lot of times if people have a good used car, they don't want to put it on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist and invite a whole bunch of strangers to come to their house to kick the tires and negotiate. A lot of people don't like negotiating. A lot of people are not very familiar with the process of buying and selling a car, so they don't feel confident that they could do it themselves. So you will find people are eager to find the easy way out. So if you're in the market for a good used car, let it be known. Friends, family, neighbors, relatives, community members, a lot of people will want to do you a solid or do your kid a solid. Oh, you're a nice guy. I know you coach baseball and take care of things in the community. Sure, CarMax was going to give me $3,500 for this car. I'll give it to you for $3,500. A lot of people are ready to get rid of their used car, but they do not need the maximum amount of value for it. They want an easy way out, and that can be a win-win. You give them an easy way out, you get yourself a decent car, and everybody wins. So do your due diligence and get yourself a good used car.